Everybody just take 1 second and unbunch their undies, all right?
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead Dead City, and in today's video we're going to be doing another discussion topic video leading into Season 2. We're going to talk about an article from Screen Rant talking about two very important things that we need to see in Season 2. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe, and in today's video we're going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead Dead City. We're going to talk about two things that should be in Dead City Season 2. This is an article from Screen Rant, so definitely wanted to go ahead and cover this one for today. We also did a video for Daryl Dixon, a death predictions yesterday for Season 2, The Book of Carol, so go ahead and check that out. We also did some Ones Who Live videos. I think it was the end of last week. We're probably going to do another one of these probably in like another day or two, but now we have one for Dead City. So I found this one to be pretty interesting, and I'd like to hear your guys' perspective on this article because it's a very, divided thing, I would say, which is one of the biggest things that a lot of people were wondering about in Dead City. They're still wondering about it even after Season 1, concluded, is are we ever going to see Annie again? Are we ever going to see Joshua, right? Like his son. Is that something that we're ever going to see? And the two reasons that Screen Rant kind of gives for the two things that we need to see in Dead City Season 2, I'm sure you guys, know where I'm going with this, is that reason number one, his family has to be in Season 2, one way, shape, or form. They have to be. It has to be something that's acknowledged. It's Negan's show. They established this, wife character like Annie, and they established, the fact that, he has a son, right, in Episode 3. He told Maggie that apparently, she got raped, she got robbed, and that, he said that he'd be right behind them, but that he left, right? And we haven't seen or heard anything about them in this show. Negan has not seen them for an extensive amount of time, and now we know why New Babylon wants Negan dead and all this stuff like that. So we know the reasons for that, right? But here's the thing, is that that's reason number one. Reason number two, and I found this one to be a very important one, his family has to be in this season for Maggie and Negan's beef to come to a conclusion. And I couldn't agree more, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people complained about Season 1. They said, like, oh, part of the reason, Dead City wasn't, that great of a spinoff, which I disagree with. I think it was a great spinoff. But part of the reason why some people don't like it is that they don't like the fact that Maggie and Negan are bickering all the time and they're fighting all the time. And I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. The reason for this show, the reason why this show was focused on their conflict so much, in the first season at least, we don't know in the future, but at least for the first season, is that they're trying to make these spinoffs something to where people can jump on. Even if they bailed on Walking Dead years ago, they can jump onto these spinoffs and watch them without a lot of the knowledge of the past few seasons of the show. I'm not sure why they do it that way, but that's why they're doing it. That's, that's the reason for it. And one of the biggest things about it is that now that we know that's the case, what do they got to do for Dead City? Well, they got to establish what Negan and Maggie's conflict is about. And that's why they're rehashing old wounds so much in Dead City. Now, in my opinion, I think it was done well. I think Negan and Maggie's, banter and back and forth in Season 1 of Dead City was really enjoyable. And I thought their conflict made sense, especially because Maggie was screwing Negan over and she wasn't telling him the whole story. So, to me, their conflict makes sense in Season 1. But I do agree with that. I do agree that Season 1 needs to end their conflict. Season 2, we do have to have a reason why Maggie can be around Negan and coexist with him, I do agree with that. I am somebody that defends their conflict in Season 1 because I think it's necessary for this spinoff, but after Season 2, and I think Season 2 in general, we need to see a reason why Maggie will stop going after him. And she even said to Herschel in the finale, she was like, this thing with Negan, I gotta finish it, right? And I don't think, and I've said this many times, I don't think it's in the way of I gotta finish it as in I gotta kill him. I think it's, I gotta finish it as in I gotta stop letting it take control over me, and I gotta stop going after him every 2 seconds. And the way that you finalize that, in my opinion, is bringing his family back in the story. I do agree. So honestly, good job, Screen Rant. I agree. I think that those 2 points are very valid. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think that Negan's family needs to be in season 2. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been on record saying many, many times that he disagrees with the fact that Negan should have had another wife. He doesn't like the fact that Annie is a character. He doesn't like the fact that Negan has a family. He thinks that it's a very unnecessary thing, and he always says that, you know, Negan would never be with anybody after Lucille. That's what Jeffrey Dean Morgan has said, at least in his vision. So that's what more so kind of makes me, you know, kind of question, like, okay, but are they really going to put his family in this show? Like, you know, JDM and Lauren Cohen are executive producers on Dead City. So a lot of the decision making is up to them. So I don't know if they're going to put his family in this. In my opinion, I feel like they're going to do something tragic, and I feel like they're going to do something kind of out of the blue, which is that Annie died on the road. I feel like Annie is going to be dead, and I think Negan is going to find his son in some way, shape, or form. I do think Negan's son will make an appearance in this, but I think we're going to find out that Annie died. I do think so. And Annie's son, Josh, I think will be somewhere else. Negan's going to recognize him, and he's going to absolutely just be like, what the hell? Like, where's Annie, you know? I do see them giving Negan that loss in Dead City. I really do. I don't know if it's going to be exactly that way, but that's how I see it, you know, going down. So, call me nuts. I don't think we're seeing Annie on screen again. I know that sounds crazy. I don't think we're doing it. I think Joshua will be a character, but I don't think Annie is going to be in the show. I really don't. I think we're going to find out she died. I think we're going to find out something happened to her, but I think Josh will be the only one, from his family at least, that's around. I do think they're going to experiment with the idea of Negan having a son, so I do think they'll do that, but I think Annie is wrapped up, in my opinion. So let me know your guys' standpoint on this. I'd love to hear your point of view. Do you think we'll see his family in season 2, and do you think it's necessary to see his family in order to wrap up the conflict between Maggie and Negan? Let me know. So if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos for the Walking Dead universe. Be sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.